Good morning, everyone. September 5th, 2024, up here at the Shuswap Community Teaching Garden. It is a beautiful summer day, and the garden is looking so incredible. This has been one of our best years. We had a really good spring that allowed for excellent germination, and we've had some really dedicated crew members up here who just really love this garden. And Sue said today she has truly felt that this year this garden provided many people just food for the soul, not just food for our community, but they love being here. They take great pride in the garden, and they are a part of this endeavor. And it is an endeavor for sure. We have grown more food, I think, up here this year than ever before. Again, thanks to some good conditions and a lot of dedication. We are in, towards the final stretch here. So garden's growing. We would say for sure we have at least September for more harvests. We may still have, I think, one final harvest, maybe early October. Everything depends on the weather and what Mother Nature will throw at us. If it's like it has been in the past, we expect sort of a longer fall where we shouldn't get any hard freezes. But, things are dependent on light as well. So it's, daylight hours is why you're not growing things that are really producing a lot of fruit anymore. Talking to Sue today, we're leaving some of these leaves here. This was something that she mentioned was, leave these top leaves. Maybe you could get some fruit off those final blossoms, but also if there was a frost, you would have something that could protect the fruit on the vine too. So there's different ways of doing things, and we all learn from each other up here. Depending on whether or not you are looking to, get those tomatoes to be ripened so that you can do your processing, you might not want the blossoms on there because you might want that plant to just really put its energy into ripening the fruit. So there's a lot of different ways to garden, and that's what makes it a fun journey. We have cabbages still growing, but we actually leave the cabbage so that it can produce small little heads. Some of them may or may not. We definitely keep an eye. The ones that are, we take it down to about 3 or so cabbages and let those ones get to be about a softball size. And hey, that's a nice little salad, right? We have some cabbages actually right up here, the big cabbages. Oh, where am I? There we are. And actually Sue is going to be taking those out of the ground. So once we harvest the main head, once it grows, she's going to take them out of the ground and she's going to store them in a cool cellar, and she's going to replant them in the spring. And by replanting them, it will reestablish its roots. It's going to grow some very small little cabbage heads, but then it's going to put its seed. Because Sue is really focused on seed production up here this year. That's something new to the garden. And so she puts signs down. She's now setting aside this row of Cylindra beet because she wants to be able to select the best specimen. That one that grows long and tapered and then also big. So you want that genetics. And so she will harvest them, and she'll send the ones that will go down to the food bank once it's done. But by saving the row and not harvesting it, she will be able to then choose the specimen, the produce that she wants to then keep the seed from. So she's got this entire seed garden. She comes in here and she's saving what she can. We did plant some extra spinach, so we'll have a nice fall crop of spinach. We did harvest and thin some parsnips, but we typically leave those until it starts getting colder because that's when they taste their best. The beans are starting to dwindle a little bit, but we've had some new lettuce that have come. And we did harvest our potatoes up here. So we are now going to be to the point where we're no longer going to be planting any more seeds. We will get these rows put back in place, put some compost on them, cover them maybe we might do a seed or a cover crop, or we will put leaves on top and let it settle for the winter. Winter squash are starting to ripen, and when you are looking for a winter squash, you're actually looking to the stem. The stem will typically tell you whether or not it is ready by going dried and brown. And you can tell that has sort of finished growing. Now it will get into that sort of hardening stage. By letting it sit a little bit outside in the sun perhaps, it hardens its skin, and that's what allows winter squash to store for so long. It's that hard skin. But it's really until that stem starts going brown that you can tell that your squash is ready. Before that, it's going to be underripe. Sometimes they can taste pretty good, but they never really develop that true flavor until they're fully ripe, just like a tomato. We have Elle Marie's beautiful permaculture display garden, but we have been harvesting from it. So it's starting to get to the point where as it will get harvested, Elle Marie will finish up those beds. We had some more cabbage out here and a big pile that will turn into soil. So the garden is looking great. It's been really cool to see these incredible popcorn stalks. And these are a project of the Shuswap Family Center. They are growing some crops that can help the youth learn some business skills and sell them at their weekly market. I was really astounded by how many bees have been, hovering around the pollen on the corn. I know like corn is wind pollinated, but the bees really love it. So that's been pretty cool. And seeing how tall they have become is quite incredible. So this is a family center project, so we don't harvest from that. We've given them that space this year. And then we have, of course, the Seed Saver project too. So, there seems to be a lot of the garden that is being used in other ways other than food production, but seed saving does create food security as well. And so that's a part of this year's endeavors. If you want to learn more, check out our website, shuswapfood.ca. Tuesdays are a great day to come up and get oriented to the garden. If you want to be able to come and help up here, there is definitely a plan to this garden, and you should know about what that is before just kind of getting into it. Again, whether something's being saved for seed or how to harvest something properly. Those are all really important factors to this garden. So we definitely do want people to have an orientation of sorts. Come up here, get to know us. We love to answer questions. We all love talking about gardening, about growing food, and for Sue especially, about saving seed. Lots of different knowledge bases here, and it's a really great place to be. So lawn, for a space for kids to play, a sheltered area for people to have a snack or get out of the rain if it were to rain, which it might be coming up, and lots of different plants to look at, things to taste. Have you ever had a nasturtium before? So we definitely want you to learn more about us. Shuswapfood.ca. Check under our programs for the Shuswap Community Teaching Garden, and you can always come up on a Tuesday morning, come and learn more about us, and then learn how you can kind of come and go as you please. We really appreciate the people who do come to lend a hand, because this project would not be possible without volunteers. Have a great day.